All right, I would say everybody take a seat, but it's better if we all stand. We probably got we could put some folks up here if we needed to. If anybody wants to come up front and don't want to stand out in the rain, you can come on in under 10. Closer than that? There you go. All right. Are we officially starting? All right, I want to welcome everybody to the ribbon cutting here for the Prestonian. Beautiful, beautiful apartment complex. Not the most beautiful day, but we're working on it. I think it stopped raining just long enough. I'm Mark Lechner. I'm the co-founder of LDG with my partner, Chris Dishinger. And like I always say, the real brains behind it's my wife, Barbara, and Chris's wife, Lisa. So if you see them, say, bless you, because that is a... There you go. My job originally is just to welcome everybody, and then I get to introduce Michael Gross. The first thing I want to say about LDG is Chris and I get a lot of publicity being the L and the D, but the really important people of LDG is the G, and it doesn't really mean Michael Gross. It really means group, which is all the LDG folks. I think there's about 500 of us now that all do the work that put all this together. So thank you to all the LDG folks. And all the other speakers are going to tell you who was involved and all that. So it does take a village. Christy McCravey here, thank you. We were with you earlier with the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, so we've got to give her a commercial. So any further ado, I'm going to bring up Michael Gross, who's our Kentucky and Ohio and what other state development coordinator. So Michael.
Thanks. Welcome to the Prestonian. 343 units of mixed income housing with amenities such as the clubhouse that we were in, another one across the street, fitness business center, on-site property management, children's playground area in a courtyard like this right on the other side of that wall, gathering areas outside with grills, bike storage, underground parking, and this represents about 8 years of tireless work by a plethora of people and partnerships. The journey started in 2017 when we put the multi-metals building under contract. We got to work on a remediation plan to prepare the industrial brownfield site for its next phase in life. A bit of Louisville trivia is that the Multi-Metals Corporation built the drill bits that saved the Chilean miners in the 2010 mining cave-in. The next step was to partner with the Archdiocese of Louisville and St. Martin of Tours. Shout out to Bill Zoller if he's here. The Archdiocese owned the eastern portion of this block where the north building sits. In exchange for the land, we relocated their Golden Arrow Services building 1 block to the east to a piece of property that they already owned, and built them a little duplex as for their priests, for a rectory. If you get a chance, go over to St. Martin of Tours and check out their relics and find out the story behind it. It's another really interesting piece of Louisville history. After a lengthy design and development approval process, thanks to Cliff Ashburner of Dinsmore for shepherding us through that process, we were able to secure project-based vouchers for the redevelopment of Beecher Terrace. Thank you to LMHA, who have been great partners on this deal, many of our other deals, and we look forward to the Dosker Manor and First Link redevelopments. The project-based vouchers help make the Prestonian a mixed income development serving Louisvillian households ranging from 30% to as high as 80% of the area's median income. That equates to about $77,000 of annual salary for a family of 4. Of course, it also came with the Federal Environmental Review, which resulted in us documenting all of the church murals in Louisville painted by Muhammad Ali's father. And if you want more information on that, you can find me after. Combining the project-based vouchers with the awards from KHC of tax-exempt bonds purchased by Ready Capital, low-income housing tax credits purchased by PNC, along with soft funds from the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund. Christy, congrats on a great luncheon today. And thank you to KHC for your continued partnership. It's been great. We got ARP funds from the city of Louisville. And after rolling in the majority of our fees into the deal, we were able to bring this $115 million development together and start construction. This couldn't have been done without the help of all of our financing partners, most of whom you'll hear from today, and our development partners. From the non-financing side, we'd like to thank the construction team of Expert Design and Construction and Wittenberg Construction. The architecture team of Rickhouse and Studio A, the civil engineering firm Sabak Wilson Lingo, and the property management teams of Solidago and Winterwood for the initial lease up. And of course, Team Kentucky, Ramona, who couldn't be here today because she's out in Colorado, Elijah, Brett, and now our newest addition, Kendall, and also the ongoing support of everyone from LDG's corporate office. I did gloss over one thing that happened in those 8 years, and that is COVID. Putting aside all the trials and tribulations that COVID brought, the American Rescue Plan, ARP, our country's stimulus response to COVID, is what really helped us get this development to overcome the rapidly rising construction costs and interest rates of that time. Thank you to Marilyn Harris of Louisville Metro Office of Community and Development and Develop Louisville, and thank you to Mayor Greenberg for helping the development secure the necessary funding. COVID and ARP also spurred an idea in Chris Dissinger. What if we leverage the stimulus funds to create an additional 2,200 units of housing, at least 1,300 of which would be affordable and provide resident services? And so in 2021, our LU 2.2 plan was born, and we've made progress. The Eclipse, Sheehan Landing, the Prestonian, Laurel at the Woodlands, the Bell Tower, Newtown Woods, totaling 1,531 units. These have been completed. More developments are scheduled to close within the next year. Meadows at McNeely, Motorworks, Journey Flats, Willow at the Woodlands, and the First Link development in partnership with LMHA. When combined, these developments will put us well over the 2,200 units created since the LU 2.2 plan was put into action. Let's not forget the developments that had been approved by the Planning Commission and overturned by Metro Council. The path off Cane Run, Christian's Quarter on Cooper Chapel, Terry Road, Fry's Hill. She loves these deals. And of course, Prospect Cove, which recently passed its last hurdle of getting through the Kentucky Supreme Court to perfect the development approvals, and we look forward to making that development a reality in short order. So while we celebrate the 343 units of affordable housing and the success of the LU 2.2 plan, let's not lose sight of those 1,100 units that were not built due to Metro Council actions. Let's focus on getting our elected officials to address the affordable housing crisis and to help us, the collective us, to make sure all Louisvillians have an affordable, quality place to live. One elected official who is definitely addressing the housing issue for Louisville is here today. He has an even more ambitious housing plan than Chris and Mark's LU 2.2. He helped with the final push to make the development a reality. He is the Honorable Mayor Craig Greenberg.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Michael. Thank you to everyone with LDG for what you guys are doing for this community. You know, I think particularly after Michael's comments, the most important thing I can say is not to recount the stats or the partners that took place in this, but is really an invitation to all of Louisville, because you heard about those 1,100 units that were not approved by Metro Council. And I see it every week with challenges across the political spectrum, Democrats, Republicans, independents, from west to east, south to north. Every community is struggling to create more housing for people across our city. And in these challenging times, when people are struggling to make ends meet due to rising costs, losing their jobs, federal government shutdown that's going to put 80,000 Louisvillians at risk of losing their SNAP benefits next week, thousands of Louisvillians who haven't gotten a paycheck because of the federal government shutdown, rising healthcare costs. We need to do everything we can to make sure that every Louisville family can afford a quality place to call home. And that's what this project is all about. So here's my question to everyone in Louisville. And I'm borrowing heavily from my good friend Elizabeth Strojan, who you're going to hear from next, who has asked this question to every member of the Louisville Metro Housing Authority team. Would I live here? And I challenge anyone in Louisville to walk around this great project and ask that question to themselves, regardless of their income. Would I live here? I think the answer for everybody will be a resounding yes. Look at the quality of this facility. Look at the amenities that this facility has. You heard even more from Michael. And this is affordable housing. This is the high-quality housing that we are looking to build all across our entire city so that every family in Louisville has a safe, quality, affordable place to call home as the foundation for everything else they want to achieve in life. So thank you to LDG for working with all of the partners. It was my honor to help make this project happen in the small way that I could help. I challenge everyone to become part of the solution, to help make more affordable housing a reality, to help make more quality housing a reality, because that's what affordable housing is today. Congratulations to you all. And for the first time in my 3 years as being mayor, I'm going to proclaim the same calendar day as 2 official days, but both are LDG related. So in addition to being LDD Champions Day as a result of their award they won 2 hours ago from the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, it is also the Prestonian Day. Congratulations and thank you. And it is my privilege to introduce a great, relatively new champion of affordable housing who I'm so glad decided to move back home to Louisville to become the executive director of the Louisville Metro Housing Authority, someone who is working incredibly hard every day for all of the residents of LMHA properties to improve their quality of life, to provide more accessibility to housing all across the city for everyone who relies on Section 8 vouchers, who's working in close partnership with LDG on the reimagination of what is currently, I thought, Dosker Manor. I almost forgot the name. I'm trying to think of new names for the project. Please join me in welcoming Elizabeth Strojan.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon, morning, what is it? Afternoon? Afternoon now? Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to LDG for being such incredible partners. A lot of what I was going to say has already been said, which is great. I want to say this, though. LMHA is so proud that we were able to dedicate 145 project-based Section 8 rental assistance vouchers to make sure that this development was truly inclusive. We were able to issue those vouchers as Beecher replacement. So yesterday we celebrated the wrapping up of that grant. These houses here that are truly permanently affordable are also a result of that Beecher redevelopment. And I also want to thank the LDG crew who helped pivot, because since the Beecher redevelopment, as you all know, we've had to get everybody out of Dosker Manor. And LDG since day one has said, how do we help? We have some Beecher units. You need to put some Dosker residents in it. Let's go. So I want to thank LDG for your partnership. We have a lot of work ahead of us. It's going to be great at First Link and Dosker Manor. We're doing great things there. And I also just want to say a couple things. I know that we've said what we needed to say about the Metro Council and our hope that they will be good partners. I want to talk to Congress and HUD a little bit. We need more vouchers, not less, right? We have a lot of people who are nervous right now that their Section 8 vouchers are not going to be paid and that landlords are not going to be paid. We're good through the end of the year, but we need more vouchers, not less. We need more developments like this, not less. I want to thank our partners at Louisville Metro Government and the Kentucky Housing Corporation who help us every day try to brainstorm ways to replace what we thought we were going to have in terms of vouchers that we don't have. But guys, we need more of this, not less. We need to be linking arms. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. We need more of this, not less. Lastly, I want to give a huge shout out to the LMHA team who's actually doing the work that we've all been bragging about. We got our, where'd they go? They were over here. Did they leave? They're back. Get back to work, everybody. Our voucher team is here. Our development team is here. The folks that are doing a really great job negotiating on behalf of the public, on behalf of the public interest. Thank you all, Team LMHA. Am I supposed to introduce somebody, or are you going to do it? You. Okay, good job. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Just to clarify, LDG does love our Metro Council, so I just want to clarify that. Our next speaker is Terry Hilton, from the who is the Manager Director of the Kentucky Housing Corporation. Terry.
Good afternoon. My name is Terry Hilton. I am the Managing Director of the Multifamily Programs at Kentucky Housing Corporation, and I'm honored to be here today to represent KHC at the Prestonian ribbon cutting. September of 2023, we were here celebrating the groundbreaking. This was an empty lot, and now, 2 years later, we have 343 beautiful homes for families who have been struggling to find safe, secure, affordable housing in the market that we're in today. So I'm very honored to be here. And this also comes just after 2 weeks where LDG had a ribbon cutting opening for another 280 units on the west side of Louisville. You guys are really knocking it out of the park, and I'm so proud of that. And it's these projects that provide us evidence that we can, together, close that housing gap that we are facing in our nation. KHC is proud to have invested over $59 million in taxes and bonds and 4% credits. That is a combination for the Prestonian. Again, congratulations and thank you to everyone at LDG and to all of our partners for coming together to making this a reality. Thank you.
I love my team at LDG. Next, we'll hear from Kristen Bird, President of the Kentucky Market for PNC, and I bet she will follow my directions, Kristen.
I can follow directions. I can. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to see all of you today. And on behalf of my teammates here in Louisville at PNC and Dan and Deborah, who braved the weather to be here and join us, we are very excited to celebrate with you the Prestonian. This development, it really does shine a light on so many things that are great about our community. From this healthcare, all of the healthcare district, I cannot speak right now. Also our deep commitment to our community and to economic development, and the collaboration that has been evidenced so far by all of the partners that have spoken. This really is what makes our community so great. And as the area's largest bank, it is an absolute honor for us to be a part of helping move our community forward financially. And that's why our teammates at PNC understand what all of you in this room also understand to be true. And the first is that delivering on challenges that face our community, challenges like affordable housing, it takes perseverance, creativity, tenacity, and first and foremost, it takes collaboration of all kinds of partners working together to make something happen. And second, we also understand that if we want our community to move forward financially, then all workers need a place to sleep comfortably every night so they can go to work and perform their best. And children need a safe place that they can also call home so that they can go to school ready to learn. And neighbors need to be able to afford the houses that they live in so that they can create pride and connections and have a sense of belonging. And this is really why our team was so excited to work alongside LDG to help bring the Prestonian to life. we provided nearly $45 million in low-income housing tax credit equity investments. And as bankers, the opportunity to bring these capabilities to bear here in our hometown really is one of the most meaningful aspects of our jobs. So we are all confident that the Prestonian will create positive and lasting impact for our city and its residents. And we appreciate all of you for being here and the partnership. And now I am going to turn it over to another capital partner, Rosanna Tapang at Ready Capital.
We got the transition right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rosanna Tapang. It is great to be here, and it's great to be here celebrating with all of you. I'm with Ready Capital, and we provided the construction and permanent financing for the Prestonian. On behalf of the Ready Capital team, I would like to say that we are so proud to be a part of this project. At Ready Capital, we understand the importance of affordable housing, and we strive to bring more affordable housing to Louisville by financing projects such as this one. I can talk about numbers, but what I want to mention that is so much harder to put in words, but much more important, is how these 343 units will affect the lives of hundreds of people. Hundreds of people's stories are about to begin here at the Prestonian. These include families who have struggled to afford or even find 3-bedroom apartments, and we are happy to just be a part of this project right here. We are not just celebrating the finishing of a building, but we are celebrating the start of hundreds of lives positively impacted by the homes provided and the services given here at the Prestonian. Projects such as this require partnerships between the government, private, and nonprofit sectors. Thank you, LDG, for the tremendous honor of allowing Ready Capital to provide the financing for the Prestonian, and I'm very excited to work with all these individuals here today to continue bringing housing here to Louisville. Thank you, everyone, and I believe I pass it off to Michael.
See, I can follow instructions. As everyone that's from Louisville knows, and those that aren't may have noticed coming in, is that a block to the north is LouMed, Louisville's medical district. They employ about 16,000 Louisvillians, some of whom may even call the Prestonian home soon. So we're very excited to have them here to speak, and I'd love to introduce Nadarka Tebow.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you for LDG inviting LouMed to be part of this really extraordinary milestone. I was here in September of 23 for the groundbreaking, and was super excited on really what that meant, not just for folks who are looking for homes and affordability, but for those who are looking for entry into a workforce. And we are hoping that they come right across the street to work at any of our organizations. So thank you again. And for those of us at the Louisville Medical and Education District, also known as LouMed, the Prestonian represents meaningful progress for the people who powered this community. Every day, thousands of individuals come into LouMed to care for patients and families and learn. They come to teach and to advance research, so many things. And then there's also a wraparound group of support services that provide additional services like Catholic Charities and the Ronald McDonald House. It's not just Norton Healthcare and U of L. So we are a big family, and we're just wrapping up an economic development plan, revisiting where we are, what our economic footprint is, and we are, I think it was 20 to 25,000 employees and 10,000 students. So we are a small city, right? So lots of folks who are working here and trying to do great things, and then you all are just kind of helping to move that along. This development gives many of them a chance to live closer to the places where they already invest their time and their skills, and that connection between home and work matters. It strengthens the workforce pipeline for our hospitals, colleges, and training programs, and then helps attract and retain that talent that keeps this district strong. So our work in LouMed is centered on creating a district that functions as more than just an employment center. We're improving access, reimagining public spaces, and aligning development to support the people who make this area thrive. And so the Prestonian fits squarely into that mission and vision by bringing these new opportunities within walking distance of where care and learning and innovation happen every day. So on behalf of LUMED and our 40,000 folks in this community, I want to thank LDG and our city and state leaders and everyone who helped bring this project to life. Together, we're continuing to shape an area that reflects the strength and energy of our city and the purpose of the people who call it home. So let's keep building and growing. Thank you.
Next, the D and LDG, Chris Dishinger.
There's a lot of heroes here today. PNC, I know, took a chance. This was a big equity check and a tough thing, and Ready Capital and all of our financing partners. I specifically want to thank the mayor. He had big goals when he came into office. I will tell you, he called me and spent hours with me before he ever announced he was going to run for mayor. And it was always in his heart that affordable housing was important and he was going to make it. And I'm looking forward to your next big announcement. I know it was 15,000 units that we're 5,000 in. I'm hoping it's maybe 50 or 75,000 units in your second term. And the one thing I'll say for sure, if the mayor did nothing right in his first term, he hired Elizabeth Strojan. So, but let's talk about the real hero, which is the residents, the people that live here. And so with that, I want to introduce Mary Pickett. And I understand that she moved from the Spoketown neighborhood, has roots in this community, and looks forward to being a community member here for a long time. So please come on up and next time we'll have a little better weather for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Pickett. I was born and raised in this part of town. Come up in this part of town. In later years, moved on. But I'm a senior citizen now, and I told my grandson, I'm going home. And I called him every day till they gave me one. Welcome to the jail. But anyway, I'm glad to be here today. I have something I want to say about a person that's here today. And her name is Tabitha. She is a qualified worker. She cares about you. Anything you need, all you have to do is call. Love the residents in the office. They even see about you. But that one woman over there, she's a God-sent woman. She helps me with my Medicaid, anything I need, she's there for me. And I would just like to say thank you all for having me today.
So with that, Ms. Pickett, if you could stay up here and join the mayor and Chris and Lisa and our financial partners, Elizabeth, Team Kentucky, we are going to officially cut the ribbon, but you are the star of the show, so we're going to have you stand in the middle with the mayor. Okay. Mayor, be careful. She's pretty spirited. So we're going to come up front and officially cut the ribbon on this place. Elizabeth, yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
You probably do, right? Yeah.
Naderica, if you would join us up front as well. Yeah. Yeah. So Miss Mary, but no, don't cut yet. No. We got to get a picture to capture this moment, and so don't cut it yet. If you could look up front with the camera, and they're going to take lots of pictures. And then we're going to count you down. Are we ready, Bethany? Okay. 3, cut. Thank you. There are units available, so we'd love for you all to come in and take a tour. And thank you for coming, and we'll see you. We'll do this again. Thanks. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came. And we want to coordinate a job fair with like some of Louisville and Norton, whatever here. We got
Oh, sure.
yeah. So.
There is a place I have in mind to do this. Okay. We'll get together.
Okay.